Hello and welcome to Mr. G's wood turning. Today I've got a bit of walnut. It's 8" long by 1" wide. It's off-cut what I've been given. I've made another project with it and I thought, well, what could I do? It's mainly aimed at beginnings. It's a honey dipper. What I've done is I've used centre finder there, bobbed a little hole in with paddle just so I can find tailstock live centre. So we'll turn it round, see what we can do. Like I say, it's aimed at beginners. It's a nice little easy project to do. Shouldn't take too long. There's no finishing with this. What I'm going to use is just a simple finishing oil. It's full safe and it should be a cracking little project. Right, let's see how we go. So 8" long by 1" wide. So what I'll do is I'll bob it into the chuck. What I'm doing is I'm putting it in chuck. I like using chuck rather than a centre. So it just makes it a bit more secure. So what I'll do is I'll lightly put it into that chuck. This is tail stock here and live centre. So what I'll do is I'll just push that in to the wrong end. Push that in there, fetch my live centred up. Tail stock just slots in there nice. I'll tighten my chuck up now because I want to make sure it's nice and secure. I don't want to put too much tension on tail stock end because it gives it a little bit of chatter, a bit of vibration. So what I'm going to be using today is I'll be using spindle gouge, roughing gouge, parting tool to make these grooves for honey, and then a skew just to trim it off. Just make sure everything's tight. That's nice and tight. That's tight. Fletch. Hold that down nice and steady before I turn it on. Just making sure tool rest is in the right position. What I tend to do is eyeball that. What I'll do is I'll look in this sort of an area which is a bit awkward to see and line it up with tail bed to make sure it's nice and straight. It spins around. So what I'll do is I'll turn it on nice and steady and we'll see how we go. So turned it on to 1000 revs there. So not everybody's got these blades what will tell you how fast it's spinning. So I should imagine if there's a slow, medium and fast, I'm guessing it's medium. So we'll just turn it round and see where we go. This is roughing gouge, as you can see. It floats really wide. We'll touch that bevel on there to start with. Lift and the lift, start cutting, and away we go. It's nearly round, so what I'll do is I'll turn right up in a minute and we'll turn it to as fast as it can go. Or in your case, or turn it up to about 2000 revs. So we're spinning it round at 2000 revs. What tends to happen is if you turn it to 2000 revs or fast, when you use your roughing gouge and you make it round, it makes it super smooth. It just seems to help it out when you turn it round. So what I generally do is turn the roughing gouge just a bit to the side and cut nice and steady, and then it makes a super nice finish. It's not made for this, but this is what I do. It's my take on making a honey dipper. So There we go, we'll turn it. Go down here nice and steady. What I'm doing is I'm shifting the weight from left to right. I ain't moving my arms at all, I'm just shifting the weight. So what we're doing here is we can hear the right little bit of vibration. When it's down you can hear it, it tends to hiss. Just do it again. And that looks pretty good, or feels it. So there you go, it's nice and smooth. We're not really interested in a super nice finish because we're going to remove most of this foot handle. What I want to do is make roughly 5 little slots in there for unitter. So what I'm thinking is if I do one possibly there, then one there, that might be it. We'll see how we go. So if I make one there to start with, when I'm using this, I'm putting that flat side, I don't know if you could call it a bevel, flat side, just lift the angle up so it starts cutting. Then what happens is, it's running at 2000 nice and fast. With it being walnut, I think it helps it out a bit anyway. So we want that groove to be the same size. What I'm going to try and do now is judge equal spacing. So what I'll try and do is equal spacing, judge that bevel if it's called a bevel. Nice, try and judge it so it's similar sort of size. We'll do another one. Similar sort of size there, we'll try another. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I said 5 things, so I'm going to put another one in. That's a bit long to be honest with that. A bit of cold water. Got a bit warm on that. I want to go nice and steady. What happens if you rush it in and you push it in too fast, you get a lot of tear out. It's been running at 2000 rev, which is super fast. It's only a small bit of wood so you can get away with it. So if you bang it in too fast, you'll get a lot of tear out. You don't want to tear out. Bit narrow that one. Looking at that, it don't look too far away. I can go a little bit thinner. Don't look too bad that. So what we're going to try and do now is use this spindle gouge, sorry. This is spindle gouge, and what we want to do is shape this end. Rub bevel, so it bevels this side of it. Touch bevel, starts rubbing, fetch your angle up so it starts cutting. Once it starts cutting, then we'll turn it round and shape that end. So it's cutting, I think, there, turn it round. Just some of that way. looking at that, if I round that off and round this end up, it's going to look a bit square, which we don't want. I want it to look a bit bullet shaped ideally. So what I'll do is I'll round this end off and we'll see if we can do some sort of shape. It don't matter, you can do exactly what you want, but I'm just thinking it'll just look a bit nicer, that's all. I'm just rounding the shoulders off just so it looks a bit nicer. I don't know if I'm going right or wrong with that. So that's going to be start to angle. So what I'll do is I'll put my spindle bit gouge and we're going to try rough and gouge. A bit higher. I haven't decided on length yet, but looking at that, it looks a bit too long, so spindle gouge again just to shape this end. We'll leave that there. You don't have to make it too long. It's a bit wide that angle, so I'll make it a bit narrower. When you hear that screaming, that's vibration. So what I want to do is make some sort of decorative end. We'll just turn it over with this and see how we go. So that's all it is. Just a bit of this material. be honest, that don't look bad at that. What I'm going to do is measure it, and then we'll put a couple of lines on it just so it looks somewhat like, looks a bit big and bulky, but I am interested. I could have made that a touch better, equaling that bit out really, but happy days. So what we've got 3 inches on that between there and there. I just want to put a couple of burr marks in. Last time I did a little project with this walnut, I put a couple of burr marks in with wire. It looked quite nice, contrast between brown and black. It's up to you if it's a good idea or not, but we'll see how we go with it. It's hard to judge really how deep you're going with this wire. I'm just going to rub it down with a bit of paper just to make it look nice, but I think that'll go, just a little tool there. What I'm just going to do is shape that round a bit more, so we don't need that bit end there. So what I'll do is I'll use this spindle for now. Got a good tool file with that because obviously it's supportable, it's spinning round at a fair weight. And it's same as the spindle end. Just shifting that bit of weight against the mill. Yeah, so we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to push it too much because we're getting a right little bit of vibration. I'm just turn it down, see what it looks like. Don't look too bad. We'll turn lathe speed down. We're going to sand it. I'm going to use a bit of a 180 paper. Not putting too much pressure. Don't forget we've got both of these, which is very, very light. Don't get much pressure to get them. Don't let speed down a little touch. You can overdo it with this sandpaper, so if it's 180, it's quite aggressive. So if you're making any nice patterns or impressions or shapes, if you go a bit heavy with this, it spoils it really. So I'll just go light, and equally, if you're a beginner, this sandpaper 180 gets rid of a lot of minor mistakes, but that's what it's about. Got a little tool mark here, I think I can't get rid of it. So what I've done is if I take 180 paper, what I'm going to do is 240. That's all poppy on there, so got a bit of 320, just keep it quick, we'll get 320. It's not new paper, this is what I've used before, so there, that's roughly it finished. So what I'll do, I'll use a bit of the brush, just blow dust off a bit. And we're going to use this finishing oil. Where are we? There we go. Bit of finishing oil. So I'm going to give it a good check. It says check it up before I'll stop wave. We'll move till we start at wave. Use a bit of kitchen paper, actually knocking at that. You can put it on with a brush, a bit of a sponge. You can put it on with all. It's pretty handy stuff, pretty nice stuff this, and it makes colours pop out, which is quite nice. Want to try and get a nice bit in between there if I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in there, give it a splash of air. So what I've done is I've pushed that in there, you can't really see, sorry. So just give it a splash of out, so I know there's going to be a load on there just to get in between. In between them slots with what we've just done. That's it, nice. Loads on there. I should have done that from the beginning, shouldn't I? But like I say, videos here for us to all learn really. If you've got any questions, don't forget to ask what you want and then subscribe. I think it's wrong way. I think it's down there somewhere. But there you go, a nice little walnut on my dipper. Quick project, for a beginner or somebody who's just got a little bit of inch wood and they're just not bothered about throwing it away, just make a little bit of something with it. I'll put some pictures up after when this is dried off a little touch. I'll part it off in a minute, but I've put quite a lot of that finishing oil on. I've been told that finishing oil is good to use because it's food safe. You don't need sanding sealer, it's a quick project to do, plus all to do with food you've got to be a bit careful. So there you go, don't look too bad. Turn it on, just wipe excess off. Then what I'll do is I'll use skew just to cut that end off a little bit. I want to make it as neat as I can. And by using skew, what I do is I use pointed skew and we'll just nip it in there nice. And it just gives it a right nice clean finish, and then same here. Just turn it round. I've got a little bit of waste I want to get rid of there. I support it with my hand, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll show you when I finish, rather than doing it with a parting tool, what tends to make a bit of a mess of it, or it's not as clean as this. Just putting a bit of pressure on, just moving it about left to right. And there we go, we've took that off. And that's what we're talking about on that end there. So I don't know if it's that better or worse with a parting tool, but not too bad. A little bit of paper on there and it'll be not too bad at all. So we've got that little nib to take off. To be honest, what I'm going to do is use a Stanley knife. Use a Stanley knife just to cut that little nib off. Couple of cuts and there you go. I've just took it off with a Stanley knife. People can use this or whatever. Just get that quick rub over. I reckon it would be a bit shorter than what it was, but I didn't want to rush it. No point rushing the video. If anybody wants to know how at all, just send me a quick message. Ask me what if I can help out in any way, I will. Like I say, it's aimed at beginners. No massive project. Just a nice, easy, quick little video on how to turn a non-dipper. As you can see, lovely little dipper there. Just put a bit more wax on. My take on dipper. There you go. I'll send some pictures up. I'll take some pictures, post it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe down there. Thank you very much.